Okay, welcome back. Here we go. Take the glasses off, get into the VR, let's go. Let's get flying. Microphone in position. Right. Brakes off. All clear above and behind. Yeah, so where are we going to go today? Well, here we are in Inverness. I'll just get myself in view of the control tower. There we are. So they can see me. Clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff. Rolling takeoff. And yes, I think I'm going to go just to Lossiemouth. A little flight over to Lossiemouth. Why not? This is the control tower here at Inverness Airport. That'll do, stop playing around. Our setting is in, gear can come up. Set the bar and trim. Got my Irving sheepskin jacket on today. Oh, let's show you Fort George. Have you seen Fort George? I'll show you Fort George. This is where Trevor Colt was based at some point in his military career in the Irish Rangers, I think he was in, wasn't he? Follow this road, and there's a fort on the end of the point. This fort was built to garrison an army there in case Bonnie Prince Charlie ever came back. I don't think he ever did. I think he tucked his tail up and ran away after the Battle of Culloden. That was it. So they built this fort anyway. And Trevor told me they used to switch the heating off in the winter to save money. So all the soldiers were freezing, you know, had to do star jumps to keep warm. Let's have a quick look. This is it. It really does look like this. The walls and the configuration, it's a very low artillery defensive fort with all these buildings in the middle. I've seen some documentaries, Jon Snow did one. We've been in, and to this day I think they still have soldiers based here. It's quite an impressive place as long as you don't have to live there, I suppose. Right, we'll get off. That is Fort George. We're going to Lossiemouth, which is along the coast. They say there's firing ranges here as well. I would imagine these are firing ranges that we're coming up against. There's like 1, 2, 300 metre points. Looks like butts at the end. 1, 2, 300 metres. Another range here by the looks of it, maybe. Trim. And we'll enjoy a nice little tootle down the coast at 120 miles an hour until we get to Lossiemouth. I believe the Duchess of Narcissus has done a video that I got to go and listen to when I finish this flight. I'd rather be flying than giving the trolls any attention. It's worth watching though, because this troll's going to go to jail soon. Atalanta of Arcadia, and it's probably more than one troll but has access to the account, because they seem to post in two different personalities, unless it's a schizophrenic, of course. So it'll be worth watching, and because the trial will come up, and if someone gets sent down and it's a big case, you'll remember it. Oh yes, I remember watching that when it was still active. Personally, I don't care. It is annoying though, having someone in your ear, you know, going yabba 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 yabba. You just want to punch them out, don't you? Or squash them. If there's an insect bothering you, you just swat it when you spray it. And you think, oh God, that's a relief. It's gone away. Yes, I'll be listening to that later on. Okay. Gauges are all in the green, that's good. Nothing on the control, on the caution panel, and fuel is looking super healthy. Wheels are up. Everything's looking jolly good. Red alt is rapidly dropping. And we're on the beach, approaching Nern. Well, might be Nern actually. Too low to tell. Or have we passed Nern? Nern. We used to have a lad in our when I was in basic training in our squad, and he was from a place called Nern. And I said, where? Where's Nern? Anyway, we looked on the map and I thought, whoa, you can't get any further away from Aldershot, you know, without going in the sea. I mean, it's really near the top of Scotland, isn't it? I mean, it is. This is the Firth of Moray, and it's there's only Wick, I think, is further up. I've been watching some flight simulator channels on all the best videos seem to be on Microsoft Flight Simulator these days, so this X-plane that I'm running is quite old hat. You know, it's like photographic realism. I'm thinking, whoa, there's a guy who did a Vulcan bomber, and I'm thinking, are you serious? This is a simulator? It just looks so real. But they don't film it in VR like I'm doing here, because the quality isn't as good in VR. They film it on the screen because they're going for subscribers and hits and stuff like that. You can't blame them. You know, the quality is much better on the screen than in VR, but flying in VR is just so real for me. It's just like the real thing. Whereas looking at a screen and then going left and right with your thumb and up and down in the cockpit, you know, that's a pain. I've done all that, been there, done it, and once you fly in VR, you think, wow, I'm not going back to the screen. Just not doing it, don't want to. I knew that would happen when it comes out in VR. I bet that house gets a bit of flooding twice a day. Can't really be a house, can it? Yeah, I've got X-Plane 12, which is supposed to be X-Plane's answer to Microsoft, but it's rubbish. It's the same as X-Plane 11, some weather effects and pretty clouds. And my headset doesn't even work in X-Plane 12. It does, but everything's really blurred, you can't read any of the instruments. Rubbish. If you're thinking of taking up Flight Simulator, get Microsoft. That's my advice. But I'm too far invested in X-Plane 11 at the moment to start again from scratch. This is Kinloss, I think. Let me just go into the harbour. There used to be an RAF base. I landed a Tornado here. I had an engine. I ingested a bird in a GR4 Tornado in the right engine, and coming up Loch Ness low level, and engine went on fire. So I had to fire, shut it down. The fire extinguishers on, and came in here on one engine. I should have gone all the way to Lossiemouth really, but I thought, fuck it, putting it down here because I felt it was the best thing to do. Nice long runway here, Kinloss. I think they used to operate Nimrods out over the sea looking for Russian submarines, that sort of thing. But it's no longer an active RAF base, it's Army, I think, now. Not if there's anything wrong with Army pilots. Helicopters are very good. We've got a bit of thunder today here in Spain, and Scotland seems to be nice-ish. We'll start making our way back to the coastline. There's a big mast ahead, 2 masts I think, if I remember right. Low level along the coast going towards Lossiemouth. So we'll land at Lossiemouth, have a spot of lunch. And we could go down to Aberdeen, or we could do Balmoral. Balmoral's in the heart of the Cairngorms. All you got to do is find the heart of the Cairngorms, the River Dee. Follow the River Dee out toward it runs into the sea at Aberdeen. So you just follow it towards Aberdeen, and then you come across Balmoral. Excuse me. Don't know if the King is going to keep Balmoral. It's up to him, isn't it? Probably will. I don't see any reason why I'll get rid of it. It's a bit old now, isn't he, to make... it's a shame, really, but Luck of the draw, isn't it? His mother lived for a long time. I think she was the longest reigning monarch. British monarch anyway. I don't know about other countries, but certainly British monarch. Victoria was the longest. Again, she came to the throne when she was very young, and so did Elizabeth. And Elizabeth, gosh, she must have been 95, something like that, by the time she died. Which meant her son, who was heir to the throne, was really old. He was in his 70s by the time he got to be king. But as Princess Anne said, you know what you're getting. There won't be any surprises there. He's been around a long time. I'm looking forward to William and Kate being king and queen. I am. Not that I'm wishing any ill to King Charles, not at all. I think William is probably stepping in, taking over a lot, getting ready. And just before Lossiemouth, we got the school that Prince Charles and Prince Philip used to go to. I can never remember the name of it. Begins with a G, doesn't it? Gordonston or something like that. Yeah, that's fine. See if we can find it, because we're just coming up to Lossiemouth now. So Gordonston is right next to Lossiemouth. As I recall, I think we've missed it. We've missed it. We're too close to the coast. This is Lossiemouth now. Just got to watch these illumination poles. They're quite high. Okay, we need some wheels. Yep, we got wheels. We land on the lollipop. There's the VOR. Control tells on my left. Don't know why they've drawn loads of F4 Phantoms on the ground, because the F4 Phantom went out of service years ago with the Air Force. They've got, I mean, Tornadoes would have been more appropriate. But they've gone out of service as well now, so I think they've got F-35s here now. I haven't been in an F-35 for a while. I've got a couple of them in my hangar. Right. Brakes on. And it's time for a spot of lunch. Welcome to RAF Lossiemouth. And I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully.